Hi everybody, welcome back to Power of Prana Yoga Sessions. We are today in the beautiful hillsides of the Algarve and I am so pleased to welcome you back to our channel. We haven't been here for a while. I am so glad to be able to come back to you and give you one short but sweet yoga class. I am Lara. I'm going to be the teacher for today. So let's come in a sitting position, cross-legged, just easy and comfortable. Allowing yourself to arrive, closing the eyes and finding, first of all, your alignment and the comfort in the asana. So we want to sit on the sit bones, allowing the legs to just drop out to the sides. The upper body is aligned, so your shoulders come above your hips and your head comes directly above your heart, tucking maybe slightly your chin inward so you can really feel the lengthening in the back of your neck. You can just bring your hands on your knees or on your thighs, relaxed, just supported. Allow the elbows to bend, soft. And we're going to have a shoulder placement moment. So we're going to inhale, I'm going to roll the shoulders up to the ears. And exhaling, roll them back and roll them down. Really bring them away from the ears and allowing the chest to stay open for the breath to happen. Releasing tensions. And just observing the breath, finding ourselves, meeting ourselves here upon our mats. And feeling the air coming in and out. Just acknowledging, how are we doing in this moment? How do we feel? What do we feel? You know, the drill. There are no judgments. There are no criticisms here. There is just you and your mat in the moment, breathing, allowing yourself to be free, easy, simple. This is what we want to get out of to take out of our yoga class. Just easiness. Releasing everything that comes from the outside, all this information, and just finding a let go. Allowing excess tensions to be released from your hips, from your shoulders, from your jaw and eyes especially. And maybe you have found your yogi breath, really deep, long ins and exhales, allowing this wave motion to happen in the chest, from belly upward to the collarbone with your inhale, from the collarbone downward with your exhale, and pressing your belly button in, squeezing all the air out. Really creating this space for new prana, for new energy, for new oxygen to enter the body. And we are joining our hands in front of the heart with our next inhale. And before we start, creating our Anjali Mudra, touching the back of the thumb in between our chest. Creating a sankalpa, so an intention for the class of today. In your mind, setting this intention in the sentence of your need to receive whatever you are looking for in yourself, whatever you need to release, whatever is too much and needs to be let go of. And allowing them then, when you have set this intention, that the energy that you move throughout the class of today will be with this purpose of helping you achieve whatever you have proposed to achieve. And with our inhales, now the hands will raise from the midline, maybe the chest, maybe the chin, reaching up. Just feeling the lengthening. You can even spread the hands out just above your shoulders and press the right arm up, lengthening the right side of the body and the left side of the body. Oh, pressing yourself long. Feel the lengthening. Also breathing onto the sides. Pressing your belly in and up, pressing your pelvic floor for the ladies or perineum for the lads. Finding your bandhas here, active. Maybe also you can find your ujjayi. And both hands pressing up, reaching high, lengthening from the whole upper body. And exhaling, we're going to drop to the right, bringing the right hand down to the mat, and just lengthening the left side of the body, creating a side stretch, maybe gazing up, maybe gazing forward, whatever feels right. We're just starting to give yourself some time, breathing. And with your exhale, we're going to lean forward. We're just twisting your chest down towards your leg, pressing the arms still long, just next to your ear. And breathe, feel. And with your exhale, we're going to just swing the arms from the front, just switching the sides. Now the left arm supports you, the left hand presses the mat. Keep your sit bones, both of them on the mat, and lengthen throughout the right side, sorry. And feeling also the rib cage expand and the muscles in between your ribs, really creating this space, this lengthening. And your exhale, leaning forward. Just pressing still the right arm long, just next to the ears, squeezing. Also a little bit from the shoulder muscle. Exhaling now, a quarter of a circle, just in front with your hands. A little bit wider than shoulder width. So we're going to press just the tips of the fingers so that we can just swing from side to side. We are going to open, to release, to lengthen, to smoothen the body here. Allow the hips to be soft and the shoulders to move. Very good. Now from here, just inhaling, walking the hands back, we're going to come up onto our tabletop position. So your knees are under your hips and your wrists are directly under your shoulders. And you're pressing the mat away, so you're really engaging the back muscles, especially the upper back muscles. Keep your belly button squeezed in and your pelvic floor, call it just Mula Bandha, just what it is. Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, really tighten. Ujjayi breath going, and maybe we can just flat the feet on the mats. And we're going to exhale and bring the butts down to the heels. We're going to circle ourselves, just bring some activation and mobility onto our joints. We're going to go from the left to the right. So inhale, circling to left, inhaling, coming up, exhale, really rolling just down one more time. Two more. Inhale to roll up. Press the mat away as you roll. Feel the movement in your knees. One more. In your hips, shoulders, your wrists. Let's switch 3 times to the opposite direction. Inhale to come up. Press the mat away. Feel also stability coming from your upper back, from your midline, from your body. Bandhas. One more. Very good. Coming in and coming down. Very good. So you can sit a moment in your child's pose. Extend your arms forward. Press your forehead down. Lengthening from the sides of the waist. Finding your ujjayi breath here. Take your time to really connect. We have a flow today just to warm up the body, to fire up and boost up our energy. And whenever we are ready, coming back to all of our fours, aligning if we must align knees and hips, wrists and shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes onto mat now, pressing the bandhas in. We're going to squeeze, and with your inhale, we're going to press the mat and lift the knees just 1 inch or 1 centimeter above the mat. Exhaling to press it back down. Keep your back straight. Keep the muscles engaged. 2 more. Exhale to lift, firing up the core. Squeeze in. Exhale. 1 more time. And inhaling, coming up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And when you find your exhale, you're going to extend the knees and we're going to bring ourselves onto the first downward dog of today. We're gonna walk the dog, just pedaling our feet, feeling the lengthening in the back, squeezing the belly in towards our spine, pressing the mat away with our hands. We can drop both heels now and drop the head as well, and say no with the head, just loosening up the neck a little bit. Very good. Feel space in between your shoulder blades. Strengthen your arms, pressing all of your weight to your heels, lifting up from the sit bones. And let's say yes with the head now. Just finding this positive tone. Finding the body, the movement in the body. And with our inhales, looking in between our hands, we're going to lift the right leg up and back, squeeze the knee into chest onto a three-legged plank pose, and inhale one more time to three-legged dog, squeeze in and up, and exhale, touch your right knee on the right elbow, tap, squeeze the belly in, inhale, three-legged dog, just slowly take your time, we're just starting, warming up, exhale, twisting the knee to left elbow, inhale, two, three-legged dog, exhale, bringing your knee in towards the midline and bringing your foot just on the inside of your right hand. Drop the left knee, foot goes flat on the mat, lift the heart, and breathe, finding space on your left hip flexor and in your right glutes and hamstring. And the next inhale, we'll extend the leg in the front, coming to Ardha Hanumanasana. Lift the toes, come onto your heel. Inhale to lengthening your back. Exhale to drop a little bit more. Lift up from the sit bones in the back. Take your time. Exhale to press the foot back down. Press the hands, framing the foot, press the toes, and maybe just sliding the foot back onto three-legged dog. Now, you can bring your left knee down, or you can just come front onto your three-legged plank, and come down onto your Chaturanga three-legged. Inhale to lift, pressing the right foot back, and exhale onto your downward dog. One more time. Find your feet hip distance apart. Again, just completing your downward dog. And whenever we are ready, we are looking forward in between our hands. We're lifting the left foot up and back. Don't twist the hips. And exhaling, just bring yourself into a three-legged plank, knee to chest. Squeeze the belly in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift from the glute. Exhale, left arm, left elbow, tap. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, twist to left. Elbow. Inhale to lift. Feel the opening also in the right leg here. Very strong opening. Exhale, knee to chest. Press it on the inside of the left hand. Drop the right knee. Foot goes flat. Open the heart. So allow the hips to drop. The more the hips drop, the more the heart can lift and the back can align. Squeeze the belly in. Inhale, lengthening, extending the left back. Oh, it's very tight. Lift the heel, lift the tailbone and the sit bone so you can really create as much lengthen as it gets. Inhale, extend, exhale, try to drop. Remember, we are still cold and I am also cold, guys. Well, in my muscles. It's very warm over here. Exhale to press the foot back down. Framing the foot with both hands, toes on the back. Lift, exhaling, finding maybe. You can find the full dog and just come onto your vinyasa or a three-legged dog and come into a three-legged vinyasa. So inhale to ripple forward on a three-legged plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Whoop. Press the foot, lift from the heart. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Pressing the hips high, tailbones high. Really squeezing the belly button in and maybe dropping the head. And now we're going to look on to the front of the mat and between our hands. We're going to come to toes. We're going to bend the knees and we're going to jump or walk onto the front of the mat. Chip. And lift the heart half way up, flat back. I'm going to ask you to bring your feet here, hip distance apart, to bend your knees, pressing all four corners of your foot. Hold your elbows and drop your belly to your thighs. Your knees are also hip distance apart. Your head hangs, your arms hang, and you can just swing from side to side. Allow some smoothness to install. Keep the breath going. You can even side out if you need to side out. And with our exhale, we're going to stop the motion. Allow the hands to drop down and keeping the knees softly bent. We are inhaling, squeezing the belly in to just uncurl ourselves up to stand in our Tadasana. Rolling your shoulders back and down, aligning, pressing a set. All four corners of your feet on the mat. Press really to root and to lift from the thighs, from the glutes, from your bandhas. Shoulders back and down, and crown lifting high. So we're connecting from the ground to the fountain, from the fountain to the ground. These are both energetic plugs. Let's put it like that. And close the eyes. Feel the body, feel the roots, feel yourself stable, strong, and steady. Bringing that easiness to happen in the flow of breath, in the mind. Not asking, not wanting, just allowing it to happen. And now inhale, hands meet in front of the heart. Lift high, maybe opening the heart, maybe lifting chin. And exhale to drop forward onto Uttanasana, long back. Inhale to halfway up. Exhale to press the hands under your shoulders, lift to the toes, looking forward. Maybe you walk or you find a jump back or a float back onto Chaturanga. Inhale to reach the heart in between shoulders, upward dog. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. A few breaths over here, feeling. And our Surya Namaskar. Belly in. Feel the mat, feel the floor, feel yourself upon your mat. And inhaling, looking in between your hands, coming into toes, bending knees, walking or floating forward, to find a Uttanasana B or flat back. Exhale to drop. You can hold your legs if you need a little bit of a active help to stretch. It's morning, so I know I do. Inhale, open the heart, arms from the side coming up. Maybe finding the hands together and looking at them as they meet. Exhale to drop. Forward fold. Inhale to open the heart, flat back. Exhale, press the hands flat, really clawing your mat. Come up to your toes, bend the knees, looking forward. Just find your Chaturanga, whatever way, coming onto it. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Very good. And allowing it to sit, allowing it to find its stillness, find the breath. And your inhale, looking in between our hands, coming onto our toes one more time, bending the knees, belly to thighs, to jump, float, walk, find your feet in front on the mat. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to open the heart, press, rooting to rise up. And finding your hands together. Exhaling to drop, forward fold, Uttanasana. Very good. Maybe you want to stay here for 3 breaths. hugging your legs. If you have the space, you can even bend your knees to be able to hug your legs if you need. Just find the lengthening in the back. Oh, very hard muscles I have today. And your inhale, you're going to lift the heart halfway up. You're going to bend the knees. And you're going to sit to find the chair pose, Utkatasana. Now here, please keep your knees hip distance, like your feet are hip distance, and sit back. See that you can see your toes from here. Maybe opening the heart a little bit more, squeezing your bandhas and feel the heels pressing down, and exhale, hands in front of the heart. Maybe sitting a little bit lower. Very good. And now, let's go from here. Exhaling, just dropping down, closing onto the forward fold. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale to press the hands, looking forward, still bend the knees, come to toes, and suck back, just gentle. Inhale to open the heart onto Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. I have to walk back a little bit on my mat. I'm a little bit there on the ground. Very good. Now from here, maybe joining the feet a little bit more, just for the sake of stability. So we can lift the right leg up and back, press the mat away, lift high without twisting the hips, maybe also pressing from the toes. That's really pull back. Exhaling. Let's bring one more time the knee to the chest, press it on the inside of the right foot, and this time the knee and the back will stay high. We're coming on to our high crescent lunge, inhaling. Now tuck your tailbone in, and when you find the tailbone in nicely tucked, we're going to press the heel in the back down towards the mat. Squeezing in from the glutes, press the right foot really nice and tight. We are already half balancing here, so try to find stability. Maybe opening the heart, maybe interlacing the fingers and bringing in the back of the head. Just finding this hammock to chill a little bit. Nice. And inhaling, extending the arms up, exhaling onto airplane arms. And from here, just really slowly, if you need to bring the hands down towards the mat, do that. Otherwise, just extend the leg in the front so you can find Dekasana, so the full airplane pose. Very good. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart with our exhales. Inhale to lengthen and exhale. We're going to go for a Shiva squat. So we're going to bend the right leg, bend the left knee and tap the left knee behind the right one. Inhale to extend. Keep the gaze down towards the mat or towards the floor. Keeping the balance. Squeezing the bandhas. Very good. Extending. And from here, maybe also the arms. Inhaling. Exhale to bring the hands down. And maybe to find a standing split. Lifting the leg back as much as you can. You can keep both hands down on the mat, or you can hold your right ankle with your right hand and give it a little bit of a pull. And inhaling to come back. Very good. Keep your hands down. Keep your hips square. Exhale to really slowly bring the foot back down. Very good. Finding the hands flat. And the plank. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale. Find a little bit the toes, the tips of the toes on the mat. Exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Upward Dog. Exhale to Downward Facing Dog. Very good. If you need a sigh it out. Now feet a little bit closer together one more time. To when you find your inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Now press the mat away. Remember, you're going to create a line from the hand to the foot, to the toes, pressing the tips of the toes back. You can even spread the toes if you want to. And exhaling and bend the knee, bring it onto chest. Squeeze the belly in. Press the foot on the inside of the left hand, allowing your feet to really come stable on the mat. So you can lift When you find your inhale, the next or the same one, tucking your tailbone in and then pressing your heel down, really creating some pressure onto your mat. Interlacing your fingers, you can bring them, your hands just on the base of your skull. Oh, create stability from the glutes, from the midline. Your panda is very important. Breathing. And inhaling to extend. Exhale to lean forward over your leg. Airplane hands. Press the fingers back, squeeze the belly in. And from here, maybe you need to bring the hands down to the mat. Maybe you can keep the hands where they are and just extend the left leg. So you just lift very smoothly the right foot away from the mat. And press the toes in the back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Very good. So now from here, we're going to bring exhaling the hands together in front of the heart, and we're going to achieve a squat. So inhale, extend, exhale, bend the knee and tap the right behind the left. Tap. Very good. Inhale to extend, long. Keep the squeeze on the midline. Exhale to tap. Deep, long breaths. Inhales and exhales in the same length. Try to move to that breath rhythm, not too slow, not too fast. Nice. Extending, trying to keep your hips aligned, parallel to the floor. Maybe inhaling, you can bring your arms front. Warrior 3. Virabhadrasana C. Exhaling, maybe you can lean forward over your leg, bringing yourself onto a standing split. Walking your hands back, maybe you hold your ankle with your left hand, maybe not. Really use the strength of your muscles, hamstrings and glutes to lift the leg in the back. Very nice. Inhale to lift your chest, walking the hands front one more time. Bend the left knee, bringing the toes on the back on the mat one more time. Press the hands and come into your Utthita Chaturanga. With your inhale, you're lengthening. And with your exhale, tippy toes, bend the elbows, point them back, and really squeeze them onto your rib cage. And inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. A few breaths over here. You can sigh it out if you need. Very good. Finding your alignment, finding pressure on the mat, space in your neck, the lift from your sit bones. Very good. And from here, one more time, looking in between our hands, lifting the right leg up and back. Squeeze your knee to your chest. Press the hand inside, press the foot inside the hand. Foot goes flat on the back. Inhale to lift. Anjaneyasana. Allow your hips to drop. Allow the chest to lift. Find the squeeze in your bandhas, the squeeze on the left glute. Inhaling here, exhaling to allow the hands to drop on the inside. To turn to the side, finding Skandasana. So bring your hands to your chest if you can, otherwise just keep them down on the mat. Try to sit and not to lean forward. Try to lift from the heart. And if you can't bring your foot flat, just come to the toes and lift the heel. No problem whatsoever. Exhaling to go back onto the front of the mat. Now keep the knee out of the mat. Now we're going to bring the left hand, just aligning the wrist on the shoulders and the tips of the fingers with the tips of the toes. Yes. Inhale to open, bringing the right arm up, twisting from the chest, from the shoulders. And from here, we're going to bring real good pressure on the mat with the left hand. And we're going to roll over to the heel of the left foot. And maybe we can find, a plank very slowly. Now lifting high from the hips, maybe you can turn the palm of the right hand just to the front of the mat and bring the arm over to the ear, lifting, squeezing from the oblique to lift the hips high. Now exhaling, you're going to bring the arm a little bit lower so you can hold the knee in, really squeezing the knee onto yourself. Very good. And from here, just coming all the way back. Lift, look down to the front of the mat, twist. Maybe you can bring the foot just slowly where it all began. Very good. Press the hands and inhale to open on to your plank. Exhaling, bring yourselves forward, tippy toes, down to Chaturanga. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Preparing, lifting everything, squeezing in to lift the left foot up and back. Press the knee into chest and the foot on the inside of the hand. Knee goes down, foot goes flat. Open your hips and lift. And Anjaneyasana. Now squeeze the belly in. Squeeze the right glute. Opening the front of the leg so your hip flexor is getting a good stretch here. Now also press the left foot nice and tight onto the mat here and lifting maybe a little bit from your chest. Exhale to bring your hands in. We're going to turn over to Skandasana. Sitting if we can sit. We can also keep it a little bit higher if it's too much for our hips, or come onto toes of the left foot. Open the heart, feel the muscles active and the ones that are stretching. Exhaling one more time, turning onto the front of the mat. Right hand presses down, wrist with shoulder, tips of toes with tips of fingers. Press it away, twist, lifting the left arm up and squeezing the midline, squeezing the bandhas. Turn the heel down on the back. And maybe from here you can find your plank pose. Squeeze. Now I like to squeeze my legs together so I keep everything nice and tight. And maybe we can lift a little bit more. Find the strength of your obliques or the sides of the belly. And breathe. And with our exhale, maybe we can lower the arm, lower the hips a little bit so we can hold the knee. And maybe then press one more time high, squeezing everything. And when we find our exhale, we're going to look down to the mat and we're going to find the way back. Slowly, slow as we can. Whoop. Framing the foot. Hands on the mat flats. Plank pose with you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Ribs to hips, hips to ribs. Press the mat away, lift from the upper back. Maybe we can lift the right leg, toes point, press back. Maybe we can tap the right elbow with our exhale. Very good. Inhale. Maybe the chest. Maybe the left one. And down with the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Very good. Let's switch. Inhale, lift the left. Press it back. Press the mat away. Maybe to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Maybe to chest. Exhaling, strongly squeezing in. Inhale, extend. Maybe twisting, but not much. Inhale. Press it down. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck. Boosh. And downward facing dog. Starting to come down a little bit with our practice. With our exhale, knees down to the mat. Wide. Touch the big toes. Sit on the heels. Forehead to mat. Hands back with the palms facing up. Few breaths. . with our inhale. Hands on the shoulders just to help us with the legs. Inhale. Just roll up. Just sit on the heels. Very nice. Bring the knees together. Well, bring your knees hip distance apart. Feet just hip distance apart. And with our inhale, we're going to lift onto our knees. Very good. And with our exhale, option to come on your toes. Yes, if you have not so much space in the front of the body. If you are bendy, if you have your practice, you can bring your feet flat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, the right hand onto right heel. Now keep your hips over your knees. Maybe you can find your heel. Maybe lengthen for a moment to the side. Oh, really stretching the left side of the body. And inhale to come back up with the strength of your belly. Exhale to switch. Left hand to left heel. Keep the twist, slight twist. Maybe just a lengthen. Oh, so good. Inhale to come up. And now maybe both, but one after the other. Yes, so right hand, left hand. Open the heart, bring your hips forward. Now you can come with your fingers out, or you can turn them in to open your shoulders and your chest a little bit more. Lift, and maybe you can drop your head. Breathe, squeeze the banda, squeeze the glutes to protect your lower back. And we're coming out the opposite direction. So lift the right, and then the left. Very good. Sitting on our heels one more time. We're going to extend the right leg to the front of the mat and bring the left foot on the inside of your thigh, or you can also cross it in a half lotus. Just see that your knee is not complaining, that you are comfortable, yes, and that you can move freely without feeling any pressure on your hip or nor on your knee, and respect your edge. We are constantly creating a new edge, so what is today will not be tomorrow, and probably wasn't also yesterday. Inhale to lengthen, pressing up from the crown, press the belly in, and exhale. Maybe if you have your foot on top, you're going to try to hold your big toe. If you have your foot in your thigh, you're going to drop forward just with both arms extended. Exhaling to lean over. Now hold your foot or hold your ankle, or just allow the arm to drop to the side of the leg onto the mat. But we're going to go 3 times, inhaling to lengthen up, opening the heart, and exhale to bring yourselves maybe a little bit closer down. Just find whatever is yours. It's not really about the shape. It's about the sensations in the body, the openings, the creating, the space, the knowing ourselves. And for most importantly, it's not about what we want or what we think we should be delivering. It's about what is our expression of our yoga asana. And getting to know the body helps us to get to know ourselves. It's the first step. And getting to know what is going on in our minds while we are working through the body also is a good way to get to know what is happening. How do we treat ourselves? Let's be sweet to ourselves. Let's be smooth to ourselves. Everything starts with us. Inhaling to come up and releasing also the toes for the moment. Reaching high, exhale to bring the arms to the sides, the hands touch the mat, just for the sake of letting go of the tension a little bit. Now bring your right leg in. And now you are not sitting on your right leg. It is just, your heel is just beside your hip. And your calf here can really be rolled from under your thighs just to create the space and some release for your knee. The foot can stay onto half lotus, or you can keep it also where you were before with the foot on the thigh. Inhale one more time to reach high, and exhale. This time we're going to twist to the left. So the right hand is coming onto the left knee, and the left hand maybe goes behind to help support, or you can hold also your big toe from the back and lift with the inhale, and exhale, maybe twist a little bit more to look over the shoulder. Keep both sit bones on your mat. Keep the breath flowing and the smile, this contentment, this inner joy of just being here with yourself, breathing, taking some time to let go of everything else around, just you and your breath and your mat. And inhaling and twisting. Exhaling, releasing the arms, the legs. If you need, give them a shake so you can find a little bit more of the smoothness again. And we are going to switch. So the left leg stays extended and the right one comes in either to your thigh. And if you bring your foot into your thigh, don't twist the hips. Try to bring them really nice and facing forward, like two car lights facing forward. Or you can, as before, bring yourself onto a half lotus. I will repeat. Both sides of the body tend to be different. This is what we work on in yoga, to bring them somewhere kind of balanced. But do notice the joints, your knee, your hip, and if it's feeling good, if it's feeling comfortable, perfect. If it's feeling too tight and with too much pressure, then you might bring your foot in rather. Inhale to lengthen, extending. Exhale, maybe to hold the toe if you have the stance like me. I need a help on this side. Check. And inhale. Well, if you are just with the foot in, you're not going to inhale again like me. I am, to reach my arm back again. And exhaling to press myself onto my leg. So I'm pressing, I mean, I am extending my upper body. Imagine there is something in the front that you want to grab. So you're really pressing yourself long and onto your legs. And then you want to drop. Remember, you can use the hand to activate your stretch. When you pull slightly, you're activating the stretch. Or you can just keep it passive, allowing the arm to drop to the side and the weight of the body and gravity to do the work for you. I tend to believe that when there is a forward folding involved, we tend to curl on a lot from the lower back, and even from the upper back, and a little bit of a help from the arm or the hand. It's a very, very positive to help also the alignment to keep on going. I am just chatting you, just, to take your awareness onto whatever strong sensations you can have on the body, but also that's embrace, feel. And if it's too strong, go a little bit less, lift a little bit more the upper body, or whatever is needed to take the pressure out. Pressure and comfort, yes, but no pain. Inhaling to come up, both arms, both hands. Exhale to let go of the arms. So now, leaning a little bit to the right, just to bring the left foot in. Remember, the heel is just on the outside of the hip. Bring your both sit bones on the mat. You can roll the calf away so you feel stability and you really just release on the knee joint. Inhale to lift. Exhale, turning to the right, left hand to knee, right hand either behind you to lift or to the toe. It helps also when you hold your toe to twist a little bit more, lifting, inhaling, and exhaling, just trying to find the deeper twist. Detox. Glow, inner glow. We are already glowing, and I know from this sweaty practice. But a little bit of a twist brings a little bit more, even a bit more glow onto ourselves from the inside out. Inhaling to untwist, lift, lift, lift. Exhale to release, extend, extend, maybe shaking it out. Allow yourself to find your stability, your sit bones on the mat, your alignment. Bring your hands onto the mat behind you, leaning slightly back. So you can bring your hands directly under your shoulders and you're pressing yourself long. So your chest is lifted, your bandhas are on. Now spreading your fingers, really clawing the floor. Point your toes. Squeeze yourself glutes included, to lift high with your inhale onto Purvatasana, the reverse plank. Exhale to lower, but not all the way down. So we're hovering above the mat. And inhale to lift, squeeze the glutes. Exhale to just floating above the mat. Exhale to lift. Feel the glutes working. Feel the back of the body. Exhale to drop. One last time. Inhale to lift. And exhale to drop. We're going to sit all the way down. And chest stays open. Upper body slightly leaning back. So you can extend your arms front. Maybe lift the right and the left onto easy boat. And my floor is not so straight, so I'm a little bit coming to the side here. Maybe you can extend, maybe bend. One more time. Extend and bend. Oh, I'm shaking, guys. Extend, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Half boat. Oh, strong in your core. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up, lift. Exhale, lower, 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 lower. Very, very slowly, slowly, slowly. Slow motion down to the mat. I have to go down a little bit. Chip. Bringing your head also down, shoulders down. We're going to bring our knees onto chest, hugging them in, giving them a good squeeze. We're going to spread the knees out, maybe just swinging from side to side, or just swinging the knees back and forth, moving the hips, releasing tensions on the lower back. Very good. We are going to bring both of our feet down, hips distance apart. We're going to lift the right leg, extend it above your hip, holding your calf. We're going to give it a good pull. We're going to flex the foot, point the toes, flex, keep the breath flowing, point. Very good. Maybe from here, we can extend the left leg on the mat. Foot goes flexed, toes spread wide, maybe. And you can hold the leg and bring it a little bit more towards yourself. You can also bend the knee also slightly. And you can also lift the head and lift the shoulders to give it a good pull. Now don't pull too much and don't lift too much also. So you want to bring the leg closer to you and not the nose closer to the leg. Whatever you find the space. Now keep the left leg squeezed down to the mat, shoulders away from ears. Allow some smoothness to come onto the back of the right leg. The belly, though, to stay strong. To pull the leg towards you. Very good. Exhaling, releasing the leg slightly. Releasing the head down. Bend the left knee back and press the foot onto mat. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh, just above the knee. Now your right foot is flexed still, and you're going to thread the needle in between your legs, and you're going to hold either the thigh or the front of the knee, your shin bone, and press the legs towards yourself. Now the job here is to keep your shoulders as low as it gets. Your upper body is smooth and relaxed as you can. Bring your right knee away from you. Be careful with your knee and your hip, always looking for the stability and safety on your joints, and the left knee more onto you. And smoothing through the right hip, right glute, thigh. Maybe closing the eyes and breathing. One last pull, feeling the lengthening, the opening. And exhaling to press the left foot back down, to cross the right leg fully over the left. Now the arms can go cactus on the sides, or you can really extend the arms to the sides. I'm going to go cactus here. So I keep my hands on my mat here. Inhale here. And exhale, your legs are going to drop to the left. I like to bring my hips a little bit more to the middle so I can get a bigger a bigger twist, a bigger sensation, a bigger release. I can bring my left hand, and you can also, onto your knee, and I want to gaze over to, well, over the right shoulder. And if you want, you can do so as well. You can also just look up. If you want to bring the twist all the way up to the higher vertebrae, then you twist your head as well to the opposite side and relax. Allow the body to settle. And as you relax more and more, you also might feel the legs dropping more and more, the twist happening more and more. Sides of the body stretch, glutes stretches slightly. And you feel a nice decompression on your lower spine. Very good. And your inhale brings you back to center slowly. And crossing your legs, both feet on the mat, knee bent, hip distance apart. Extend your left leg up. Hold wherever you can hold. In the beginning, you can just hold on your hamstring or just above the knee and flex the foot. Point the toes. Feel the opening still. And keeping the toes pointed. You can even spread the toes. We're going to extend the right leg on the mat. Foot is flexed. Toes are also spread wide if you can. Maybe not as much as in the other foot, or maybe more than in the other foot. Whatever it is, just recognize and let it be. You can bring it a little bit more towards yourself if you want. If you can also bend slightly the knee, whatever feels right to you. Just feel that it's really opening in the back of the leg. You can also lift shoulders and head, and with the weight of the body and with gravity, allow maybe to come a little bit closer. Don't overdo it though. It's morning like it is here with you guys. Oh, the body's very stiff. The muscles are half as bendy, half as lengthy. It is what it is. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh, so good. And exhaling to release down, head down, walk the hands down on your leg. Press the right foot back onto the mat, bend left knee. Also foot is flexed here, the left one, to protect the knee. Joint, open, left knee away from you. Keep your hips aligned though. Thread the needle in between your legs to hold either your hamstring or your shin, or just above or in front of the knee. Whatever you need to do to adjust the pose to keep it stable but also comfortable. And allow the muscles that need to be engaged to activate the asana to stay on, but also those who need to be relaxed to be able to give a little bit more shape to the asana, to be released. And remember, your shape might not be like my shape. Your body is not like my body. Everybody is like its own precious expression, and find yours. This is what you want, is to find yours, yourself. One more pull, one more opening. Oh, so nice. And exhale to press the foot back down, to cross left knee over right. Cactus the arms out wide. If you cactus, your elbows are in the same line as your shoulders. Otherwise, just open out wide on a T with the arms shoulder height. Inhale here and exhale. Twist the knees to the right. And maybe, oh, so good. And maybe you gaze to the left side. Maybe you choose to gaze up, whatever feels right on your body. Today, right now. Breathing and letting go. Feel the opening of the side of the body. And feel the release in the lower back. So good. And you find your inhale very gently, just coming back to center, walking your feet and uncrossing your legs, bringing your knees in towards chest, but opening them wide out to the sides on the outer side of your rib cage. Maybe you want to swing from side to side here, rolling, massaging the back. Very good. And just close your knees, press your feet back down onto the mat. Let's bring our backs nice and flat on the mat, supported. Also the shoulders also away from the ears. And whenever we're ready, our arms are going to just support themselves alongside the body on the mat with the palms facing up. Right leg's extending onto the right edge of the mat, left leg to the left edge of the mat. Finding our Shavasana. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, sighing it all out. Find your natural breath. Letting go of your Ujjayi breath. Allowing this natural flow to take place. Release your bandhas and all other tensions in your body. Just letting go, allowing your feet to drop to the side, your legs to melt down towards your mat, relaxing your lower belly, your glutes, the whole upper body. And feel really the weight of the body onto your mat. Letting go of your hands, of your arms, relaxing all the way to your shoulders, shoulder blades, neck. Breathing through the nose, in and out. Allow your exhales to bring this relaxation even deeper, heavier and heavier. The body sinks on your mat. Relaxing your scalp and the whole face, but paying specially attention to your eyebrows, forehead, and the space in between your eyebrows, your third eye, your eyes, and your jaw that really wants to release, let go, and hang a little bit smooth. Swallow, and you can also release the tongue in the back of the mouth. Allow your awareness to stay with your breath, with the weight of the body upon the mat, with your relaxation. Allow some stillness to install in your body and in your mind so that your spirit can profit. You can stay as long as you wish in your Shavasana. But if you want to finish the class with me, you can now start very smoothly with an inhale first to bring the awareness of the body back. And wiggle your toes and your fingers and maybe roll the head from side to side upon the mat. Maybe even stretching back the arms, lengthening the whole body awake. Nice. And we are going to turn to the side. Bring your knees onto your chest. And rolling over to the right side, laying down in a fetus pose. You can bring your right arm for a moment under your head as a pillow. And your left hand just in front of your heart on the mat, supporting you as well. And find your floor, find the ground. And find yourself again actively laying upon the mat. Find a rebirth. Re-meeting yourself here on this plane. And whenever we are ready, with our inhales and keeping the eyes closed, with the help of the hands and the arm and the legs and the core to come up to sit slowly and gently. And finding comfortable sitting asana. Keeping the eyes closed still, bringing the hands onto the knees for a moment to feel the contact of the base to the ground, pulling the crown to connect with the source. Inhale to join the hands one more time in front of your heart. And with the next inhale, we are going to touch our third eye with our hands, bringing light to our thoughts. And touch our lips, bringing peace to our words. And touching our hearts one more time, filling it with unconditional love. Thank you so much. Shukriya. Thank you for joining this class. I hope I see you next time. Have a beautiful time. Namaste.